When you use hemp bedding, don't be afraid to go ahead and throw 6 bags in your stall. One of the things we have learned about using this is that it is so much more dust-free, odor-free, and stays cleaner than regular pine shavings, that we want our horses to have a true bed. Also, because this is easier to clean and maintain, you are not going to waste it if you go ahead and use a lot of it. Once you have laid your hemp bedding down in the stall, you will want to go ahead and spray it with the hose, and that kickstarts its biodegradable process so that it best utilizes its ability to absorb liquid and keeps the dust down and softens up the bedding so it's easiest to clean. During the first week to week and a half that you have your bedding down in the stall, you are only going to be concerned with removing the manure. You don't want to start digging down and trying to look for wet spots, because the way this works is more like cat litter. So as the liquid flows to the bottom of the bedding, it will start to develop a hard underlayer, and you can go ahead and ignore that for a while and just pull off the dirty top parts of this bedding. And you will notice that your barn has less of an ammonia smell and stays cleaner and fresher long term when using this bedding. After about a week to a week and a half, then you can start concentrating more on pulling some of the wet out of this stall. And the way that is easiest for us is to take your manure fork and push all of the dry top bedding off of the more hollow, hard-sounding areas in the stall. And you'll notice that if you tap on it with a pitchfork, you'll start to notice that there might be a hard spot or a hollow spot. And once you find that, then you're going to dig down and pull up those wet sheets, almost like chunks of cat litter. And once you have all of the wet spots out, you can then respread your top bedding back over it, because you still have usage left in that bedding. You don't want to strip the stall, and there's no need to do so. About every week, we will pull out wet sheets and then lay the dry back over the top. And once we start feeling like the stall is low on bedding, then we will add another bag or two. One of the other interesting things we have noticed about using hemp is that horses who always used to come in the barn and didn't lay down are suddenly sleeping more during the day. And that, I think, just clarifies that this is a healthier bedding and something our horses appreciate a lot more than the pine shavings.